Have you ever sat in a room full of people and still felt completely alone? You scroll, you watch, you see everybody laughing, getting married, traveling with friends, and you wonder quietly, why is it always just me? Maybe people come into your life for a short season and then suddenly disappear. Maybe every time you think, this is finally my person, my group, my place, something happens and it falls apart. And deep down, a painful question starts to whisper in your chest. Did Allah forget me? Is there something wrong with me? I want you to lean in for a moment. What if your loneliness is not a sign of rejection, but a sign of protection? What if the very doors that keep closing are actually Allah's way of guarding your heart, your faith, and your future? You see, there is a side of Qadr you don't always see. You see the breakup, the distance, the unanswered message, but Allah sees the unseen conversations, the hidden intentions, the future you cannot imagine yet. In this video, we're going to talk about why Allah may be keeping you lonely, but deeply protected. Before you blame yourself or assume Allah has abandoned you, you need to remember one thing. Your life is not random. In Islam, we believe in Qadr, that Allah already knows, wills, and allows everything that happens in this universe. The people you meet, the people you lose, the rooms you enter, and even the rooms you never get invited into. None of it is outside His knowledge or His power. Qadr means Allah knows what you don't know. Allah sees what you don't see. Allah protects you from what you don't even realize is dangerous. There are things you desperately wanted that Allah blocked. There are people you tried to hold on to that Allah removed. From where you stand, it just feels like rejection and loneliness. But from where Allah is guiding you, it can actually be mercy and direction. Sometimes you love something that would harm you. Sometimes you hate something that will grow you. Your loneliness right now is not outside of Qadr. It's written, measured, and surrounded by Allah's wisdom. Now listen carefully. Feeling lonely does not mean you are less worthy, less lovable, or less faithful. Loneliness is a state, not your identity. You are not the lonely one. You are a believer passing through a lonely season. In our deen, being alone at times is not automatically a bad thing. The Prophet said to be in this world like a stranger or a traveler. A traveler doesn't build a mansion at every stop. They rest, they move, they keep going. Some seasons are crowded, and some seasons are quiet. Even our beloved Prophet faced deep moments of isolation. Before revelation, he would retreat alone to the cave of Hira, away from the noise of society. Later, his own people rejected him, mocked him, and turned away. Yet in those painful, lonely chapters, Allah was raising him, teaching him, and preparing him. So don't tattoo unwanted on your soul. Your loneliness is a test, not a permanent label. It's a chapter, not the whole book. When you only look at your life from the outside, loneliness just feels like emptiness. But when you look at it through the lens of Qadr, you start to see something else. Strategy, mercy, and protection. Let's go through 5 powerful ways your lonely season might actually be Allah guarding you. Revelation 1. Allah is shielding you from people who would damage your faith. Some people are charming, funny, and exciting, but spiritually dangerous. Around them, backbiting feels normal. Salah gets delayed, and disobedience to Allah becomes a joke. You might feel hurt because they never invite you, or they drifted away, or a friendship suddenly collapsed. But what if that separation was not rejection? It was rescue. Allah is Al-Wali, the protector and guardian of the believers. When a door to a group keeps closing, when you are always somehow left out of certain circles, It may be Allah quietly pulling you away from people who would slowly kill your iman. What feels like they don't want me might secretly be Allah loves you too much to leave you there. Revelation 2. Allah is guarding your heart from wrong attachments. There are people you begged Allah for. You replayed conversations, imagined futures, maybe even named your kids in your head. Then suddenly, it ended. They changed, disappeared, got engaged to someone else, or the whole situation just crumbled. Your nafs says, I lost. But sometimes, your soul is whispering, you were saved. Allah knows how deeply you attach. He knows how one wrong person could turn into your obsession, your addiction, your distraction from Him. So sometimes He doesn't let that bond form, or He snaps it early before it roots too deep. It hurts, yes, but pain is not proof that Allah is against you. Sometimes the heartbreak today is what saves you from a much more dangerous heartbreak tomorrow. Allah isn't just protecting your status, He's protecting your heart. Revelation 3. Solitude is making room for deeper intimacy with Allah. Think about this. If every notification popped, if every weekend was booked, if your phone never grew cold, would you ever sit in the quiet and truly pour your heart out to Allah? Many people only start making deep, raw dua when they feel like they have no one else who fully understands. In that space, when the room is silent and your eyes are wet, you discover something. You were never actually alone. Allah was always listening. Your solitude can become your secret meeting place with your Lord. The Qur'an you read in a quiet room. The sujood where you stay just a little longer. The night when you finally say, Ya Allah, it's just you and me, and that's enough for now. Loneliness can push you away from people, but closer to Allah. Revelation 4. Your loneliness is positioning you for future Qadr. Sometimes Allah has to clear your life to make space for what He has written next. You think you're just losing friends or relationships, but in the unseen, Allah might be rearranging your story. Maybe He's preparing to move you to a new city, a new community, a new job, or to bring a righteous spouse into your life. And those old attachments would have held you back, confused you, or pulled you in a different direction. You see the empty chair next to you. Allah sees the journey that's about to start. When Allah pulls you out of certain crowds, it could be because your path, your risk, and your future ibadah don't match theirs. He is not just closing doors. He is positioning you for a better chapter you haven't read yet. Revelation 5. Loneliness as a path to higher reward and stronger tawakkul. Every test has potential. Your lonely nights, your quiet weekends, your tearful du'as, none of them go unnoticed by Allah. In these seasons, you learn a different kind of trust. When you don't have a person to run to, you start running to Allah first. When plans fall through, you learn to say, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. Allah is sufficient for me, and He is the best disposer of affairs. With every sigh you turn into dhikr, with every tear you turn into dua, your rank can rise. On the day of judgment, you might see mountains of reward for nights you wrote off as just another sad day alone. This season is not just empty time. It is a training ground for sabr, tawakkul, and a heart that leans on Allah more than on people. So how do you know if this season might be Allah protecting you, not rejecting you? Look back honestly. How many times were you about to get close to someone, and then something strange happened? Misunderstandings, sudden distance, doors closing for no clear reason. And months later, you discovered who they really were. You realized, if I stayed, that would have destroyed my peace or my deen. Notice the pattern. Every time you try to force your way into a certain group, drama appears. Hidden envy shows. Bad habits spread. Your heart feels unsettled. It's like your soul can't breathe there. Also notice this. You feel a quiet discomfort in places where Allah is not remembered, even if they look fun. That inner restlessness can be a mercy, a built-in alarm from Allah pulling you back to safety. If Allah has written you into a quieter chapter right now, don't waste it and don't hate it. Use it. First, turn your loneliness into dua. Talk to Allah about everything. Ya Allah, I don't understand, but you do. Show me the wisdom in this. Send me people who bring me closer to you, not further away. Second, anchor yourself with habits of worship. Your 5 daily prayers on time, a small portion of Qur'an regularly, simple dhikr throughout the day. These are not just rituals, they are your spiritual oxygen. Third, don't isolate to the point of harm. Seek at least one healthy connection. A sibling, parent, mentor, counselor, or a sincere friend. Attend a halaqah, volunteer at the masjid, join a beneficial class. You can be reserved without disappearing. You are protected, not meant to be permanently hidden. Islam is not a life sentence of isolation. Allah created you to know Him and also to live among people. True tawakkul means you trust His timing, but you still take halal steps. You work on your character. You show up in good spaces. You make dua for righteous friends and a spouse. You wait on Allah, but you don't wait passively. Your story is not unwanted and forgotten. Your story might be protected and prepared. Loneliness is not always a punishment. Often, it's a shield and a classroom for your soul. Whisper this with me. Ya Allah, I trust your Qadr even when I feel alone. You are my protector, and you never abandon me.